Hi everyone, it's Anne here from Positively Papercraft. I'm back today with another sort of, no die or no fancy tools project. This is so easy to make and it's brilliant. It's absolutely huge actually, and it is a sort of Christmas tree gift box or triangle. As I said, it's really large, and when you open it up, that is the inside. You can fit loads in there. It's really deep, really large box. The top just slides back on, and there you have it. Gorgeous box. So if you stick with us, I will show you how easy this is to make. Okay everyone, I'm going to show you how to make this really large sort of tree triangle box. It's actually really easy to do. So we're going to do the base first. So I know that I've got everything here for the base. So I've got 2 pieces of card first of all, which are, let me get this right, 11 3/8 by 4.5 inches. As I said, you need 2 of them. I've then got a slightly smaller one, which is still 4.5, but this time it is 9 1/8 in length. So we're going to score these 3 pieces all the same. So all I'm going to do is on the long side, I'm going to score this at 1/2 inch. Okay, and then on the short side, I'm going to score at 3/4 inch, okay? And I'm going to do the same with the larger piece. I'm going to score on the short side at 1/2 inch. Sorry, the long side at 1/2 inch. Now, this is going to join together, so we need to score, we need to make sure that the 1/2 inch score line is on the right. Okay, so I'm going to turn it to the short side and I'm going to score again at 3/4 inch, which will be, actually we can do it this way. So if you score at 3 3/4 inch, and then that's allowing us to be able to join them together with the tabs. And then the last one, again we will score on the long side, well, we'll score it at 1/2 inch again, turn it round so the score line, this score section would be on the right, so that when we score the short side, we can score again at 3 3/4. So if I move this out the way, I hope you can understand that it's just so that you're not having 2 tabs together. You want it to be able to have the piece to join your tab there, and then your last piece there. So your tabs, your score pieces would always be on the right, and the score along here will always be at the top. Okay, so all we want to do is just fold on the score lines that we've just created. And just do that with all of them, and then you'll have a little sort of rectangle here. If we just remove that and mite it in there, and then mite it in at the end, so you have that. As I said, do this with all of the 3 pieces. So we're basically going to join these together. So I'm going to have the largest one, then I'm going to join that to the smaller one, then again the larger one is going to go at the end. Just join them all together in, give them joined together. And it's really simple. It's just a case of, we should have one of these tabs left. We're going to join it like that, and this is going to form the base of our triangle box. So we want glue on here, and we're going to just join this together. Okay, so you've now got the start. Now these will need to fold in like this, and if you have any little pieces sticking over, maybe just miter that a little bit more. Okay, so that's what you should have. And bear in mind, this will be the bottom when we turn it over. Okay, so if we turn it this way, we need to get a base, like an actual base on it. So I've got a piece here which is 8.5 by 10 inches, so 10 by 8.5, and all I'm going to do is get a pencil and a ruler. So I'm going on the 8.5 inch side. Just check that that's right. Yeah, 8.5. So half of that will be, that's right, will be 4.25 inches. So if you mark at 4.25 inches, that will be the middle of the card. From the bottom left hand corner, draw a pencil mark up, draw a pencil line up to that pencil mark. And then down from the pencil mark to the bottom right hand corner. Honestly, it's really, really simple. Okay, so this here will then get glued onto here, and this will be the base. Now it will end up going this way because this is the box, whatever you want to fit in. Now if you want to cover those sort of tabs and things, I want to have a nice pretty patterned paper on the inside of mine. So what I'm going to do then is take this same triangle we've just made, and I am going to cut, I'm going to draw around it with this paper, and I'm going to cut it out, and that's going to go on the inside of my triangle box. Okay, so I'm just going to cut that out and I'll be back. Okay, so I've just basically drew round the triangle as I said. So the plain triangle is going to go on to be the base. So I'm just going to pop some glue on there, stick that down. You can even get quite a few gifts in here. Okay, so that's the base on. Whatever paper you chose to decorate the inside bottom, if you wanted to, there we go. There is the base of our tree box. So put this away and we're going to move on to the lid. So I've got the bits for the lid. We'll put them away for now. Now it's the same as before. You want 3 pieces again. These are obviously slightly bigger because it's for the lid. The lid has to fit over the base. So let me get my scoreboard. So I've got 2 pieces. Let me see. So we've got 2 pieces which are 11.5 by 4.25, and I've got 1 piece which is 9.25 by 4.25. Okay, so just the same as before. Now let me just get this right. Okay, yeah, sorry, so you need 2 pieces which are 11.5 by 4.25. Now it's just the same as before, so we're going to score the long side at 1/2 inch. We're going to score the short side at 1/2 inch. Okay, so that's the first piece. Now we've got our second piece, which is the same long piece again. Now wait a minute, I think I've cut that slightly wrong. Yeah, I might have to do that one again. I've cut that one slightly shorter for some reason. But yeah, just make sure you have 2 which are 11.5 by 4.25. So pretend I've done that 2 times to another piece. Then the smaller one, which is 9.25 by 4.25, the same again, 1/2 inch, short side, 1/2 inch. And it's the same as before. You were going to join them together like that. So I'm going to quickly cut another piece because I've cut it too short, and I'll be back. Okay, so I did another piece that was the proper length. So again, just join them together. So I've got a long piece here, and I'm going to join it to the smaller piece. And I've just, you know, mitered the edges exactly like we did with the base. And then I'm going to join this onto the longer piece. So that's what we should have now. So 3 pieces again, which are going to fold up. And again, they're going to make a triangle, and this is going to be our lid. So you want to decorate your lid with some paper. I've chose this paper here. So I've got a bit for the middle, and I've got 2 bits for the longer side. So the longer pieces should be 10.75 by 3.5. The smaller one, 8.5 by 3. Okay, so that's that done. I am now going to add glue on to this tab, and I'm going to glue my triangle together. So there we go. Now that is our lid. Same thing again. I'm going to trim a little bit more off here, just like that. And then now for your, this will, whatever you put on here is going to be the top of your box. So again, we need another triangle. This card is 10 1/8 by 8 3/4. So yeah, 10 1/8 by 8 3/4. So 8 3/4, measure along. So you've got your 8 3/4 this way. So measure along, and you want to find the middle of that, which will be, let me get this right, it will be 4 3/8. So 4 3/8 should be the middle of my card. Mark it with a pencil. Again, from the bottom left hand corner, draw a line up to the pencil mark in the middle. And then again, pencil mark to the bottom right hand corner. Cut that out with some scissors. You may need to rub your pencil. That will go on the top of our box, and that's basically it. It's up to you how you decorate the rest. So I'm going to stick this on because I've got another triangle for you to make as like a sort of border, and then I'll show you what I've chose. So I've got a piece of this patterned paper here. Now this measures 8 1/4 by 9 3/4. So on the 8 1/4, I'm going to mark in the middle at 4 1/8 of an inch. That is the middle. Same again, bottom left hand corner up to my pencil mark. Down to the bottom right hand corner. Now I'm going to cut this out. Check for any pencil marks. So that is going to go on the front of my, so that's the front or the top. This is the inside. Now with a bit of luck, this lid should fit on perfectly. And it does. Isn't that just awesome? You've got a huge, I mean, I'm saying huge, it really is big though. It's, let us measure it, it's 10 inches in length and it's 4 inches deep. So it is a really big box. You can fit loads in there. It might be worthwhile putting a couple of little finger holes in there as well. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to the front. Okay, I've finished mine. I decided to put these sort of pretty Christmas baubles on, and I hung string, and then I just tied a lovely sort of satin green bow for the top. So that's what I added on mine, but as I said, you can put whatever you want on. I also added the finger holes, and those baubles are from a really old Stampin' Up set that's retired now. But yeah, that's what I did. And then, as I said, when we open it up, we've got a huge box, but I think it's beautiful and it's so easy to make. So I hope you like it, and I hope you will give it a try. So thanks for watching, take care, and bye for now.